Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Lucid 9. And as I was saying that, oh my god, that hurt my throat. I was going to start coughing. Um, so, sorry, that was a little half cough there. Sorry. Anyway, so yes, we're back with more Lucid 9. The rest of the morning classes slug by uneventfully. This time Elizabeth is clearly sulking. Misaki is just as focused as ever. And by focused, I really mean that she's on her phone the entire period. When lunchtime comes, I tap Yahiko on the shoulder as I grab my backpack. Hey, lunch? Huh? What? Lunch. Cafeteria? Oh, yeah, sure, right, cafeteria. Something wrong? Nope, absolutely nothing wrong. I was just thinking, it'd be nice to have a couple more minions. Isn't that what your club is for? Club? The blank look on his face is foreign to me. I slap him on the back. A club that'll take over the universe. Your, minions. Clearly I'm really bad at this. Whoa! Huh? It's lunchtime! What was it? Did I time travel? A quick sigh of relief passes my lips before I'm able to spot it. Seems like Yahiko's back to normal. Yeah, it's 4018 AD. You've been asleep for 2,000 years. I have? I don't feel that rested. Well, we kept you in cryo-freeze during a light storage of your sleep cycle rather than REM. A light stage of your sleep cycle. Rather than REM. You mean I was scammed on 2,000 years of deep sleep? On the contrary, you were saved from 2,000 years of homework. Oh, I guess you're right. I wonder when he'll realize that I'm not supposed to be alive. Well, super realistic hologram Yama. Shall we go grab some lunch? Or do you guys still eat that kind of thing? Or could he make a totally ridiculous yet somehow plausible assumption? Indeed we do. Then what are we waiting for? I want to see what kind of cuisine has developed after 2,000 years. Thoroughly re-energized, he skips out the door. I'm just about to follow, but I feel a sudden tap on my elbow. Yama Ishimoto? It's the girl from the cafe. Natsuki, was it? I glance at Elizabeth. She's in the middle of some fluffy small talk with her groupies, and intentionally keeping her back to me. Lizzie's over there. I'm aware of that. She isn't the one with whom I wish to speak. What do you want? I have a simple question for you. As far as I can tell, nothing's simple when it comes to this girl. Have you ever felt like two people are fighting for your body? What? More specifically, fighting for control over your body. Like mind control? No, more like two different entities in simultaneous residence, resulting in widely different actions or processes of thought. It chill runs up my spine. I think it'd be fairly obvious if I'm going through something like that. Well, you may or may not have any recollection of the other entity. Something about her mysterious smile sets me on edge. And what's with the sudden questions? Psychology paper. We're studying dissociative identity disorder. Which is... Colloquially, it's known as multiple personality disorder. I would say you should know of it already, but perhaps your alter ego surfaces during psychology class. I clench my jaw at her obvious accusations, searching to find an answer at her face. I find none. So, do I look like the kind of person who has multiple personality disorder? Do you want to know the answer to that question? Look, I gotta go, I'm sorry. Try asking Elizabeth. She's the one who rapidly switches between being nice and being a pain in the ass. She only nods and smiles, but I sense her eyes boring through the back of my head as I slip out of the classroom. It's kind of fucking creepy. I attempt to shake off the encounter as I head to the cafeteria, but Natsuki's words linger in the back of my mind. Thankfully, when I arrive, Yahiko immediately waves me over, face cheerily shining. Hey, have a seat, my loyal minion! Today's special is baby back ribs! I can see that from your plate. You can divine stuff from my plate? Look into my love life fortune. He's acting awfully normal. Did he already forget that he's supposed to be 2,000 years into the future? Just eat. Well, I suppose I'll let it slide this time. But a master is supposed to command his minions, not the other way around. Exactly. What? Nothing. I glance around the cafeteria as I start on my own plate. I recognize quite a few faces. Natsuki and Elizabeth, surrounded by groupies. Masato and a few track members. Akira and a few drama club members. I love her, she's adorable. Rui's absent, probably speaking to Mr. Ryuda on my behalf. Misaki too, though I rarely see her around outside of class. And in the corner, eating alone, is Ari. She seems to be satisfying herself with her own plate of ribs. Something about the picture looks empty. Lonely. Say, that gives me an idea. So, how's it been with the ladies? Did you even ask? Fantabulous, of course. Would you mind teaching this humble servant your ways? I thought you'd never ask. But why now? I tried to wave off his question by gesturing in Ari's direction. So how about her? Oh, someone caught your eye, have they? His eyes flicker in Ari's direction. I expect him to coo about how adorable she is, how lovely her hair is, how perfect her nose or chin or whatever is. But he only pauses, his brow furrowed in confusion. Huh. What is it? She looks kind of familiar. Like, really familiar. Ordinarily, I think he's crafting a pickup line, but his bewilderment seems genuine. Where'd you see her? I have no clue. Eventually, he just shrugs us off with an easygoing grin. Well, my good minion, we shouldn't be wasting time. Watch and learn from the great master. Well, guess it's not important. As always, it would be an honor to see your spectacular techniques. I know, right? You should be grateful I'm not making you pay tuition for such enlightening lessons. Well, they're clearly enlightening, but probably not in the way he's thinking. I bet the number of girls you seduced is uncountable. You got that right. Well, technically, 0 is uncountable. First lesson, my dear apprentice. Never waste time! Are they eating? Great! Depressed and withdrawn? Fantastic! Saying that they want to be alone? Perfect! Love waits for nobody, Yama. Remember that. I can't help but chuckle at just how terrible his advice is. By any chance, have you gotten slapped? Oh yeah, all the time. Why is he saying that like it's a badge of honor? You see, evoking a strong reaction means that you've touched the young lady's heart. Oh crap, sorry. I was trying to push in my plug keeps like sliding out, it's weird. The line between love and hate is thinner than the line between love and apathy. That's why the most important thing is to make a big impression. That's unusually perceptive. On that note, we're wasting time. There's an adorable lass to seduce. Hiko promptly skips over to Ari, eyebrows raised in a flirtatious attack. Hey, how does it feel to be the most beautiful girl in the room? Looks like the Akari is already hitting hard. How will his opponent respond? That's not very effective. Can I see your uniform tag? I gotta see if you were made in heaven. A spectacular hit. How will the lass dodge out of this one? China. Huh? The uniforms are made in China. Ikari staggers back from the fatal counter. Well, it seems that he's in a state of shock. The lass seizes this opportunity for an offensive maneuver. Your food. What? Will you eat it? Hey, what are you doing to my ribs? It's a critical hit. The lass's bold move has paralyzed Ikari. You're gonna get fat if you eat so much. I'm 102 pounds. You're what? But you can't be that short. 5 feet 2 inches. It's super effective. Ikari is silenced. The lass spends her free turns munching at her newly acquired meal. It's sort of adorable, like a baby hamster munching it. But anyway, back to the match. Ikari studies the lass for a moment, no doubt attempting to analyze any potential weak points. This girl's a tough one. Usually I don't allow things like this, but Yama, why don't you give a shot? Nah, I'm just the commenter of this battle. What? Nothing. Thankfully, Ikari decides to switch his attention from the lowly commenter back to his original target. Why aren't you responding? You should be honored that someone like me is paying attention to someone like you. Don't tell me you don't swing that way. I'm straight. A clean hit at his vital point! It's looking bad for Ikari. Then, why... The lass merely finishes up Akari's ribs and moves on to her own. Are you a witch who took some weird potion to resist me? Why are you unaffected by my charms? Ikari has gone berserk! He's attempting wild haymaker! Stop ignoring me! Forget it! You're just like other commoners! You don't deserve being seduced by a superior being like me! Answer me when I'm talking to you! My meat is getting cold. What an amazing display of indirect trash talking. The lass has just placed Akari below some humble baby back ribs. You! Akari heard himself in his confusion. Meanie, bully, I'll have my revenge. I tell you, revenge! And Akari exits the ring, automatic forfeit. Instant KO. Nothing. As Ari finishes up the meat on her plate, I settle into the chair next to her. It's hard to tell from the stoic expression on her face, but she seems a little happier than a few moments ago. Do you want my ribs? Didn't you eat them all? I did. Then why did you offer? Why are you here? At the very least, she's more open than the way I met her yesterday. I'm sitting. Sitting is nice. Oh, that's me. Sitting is nice. Her expression doesn't even budge. Sitting makes the world go round. Sitting is good for you. It's bad for you. Her sudden response catches me off guard. What? Well, at least she's talking to me. That's a start. How can sitting be bad for you? Higher risk in obesity, high cholesterol, lower back pain, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. She says it so monotonously that I can't tell whether she's joking or deathly serious. But sitting doesn't cause that, right? Ari evaluates me for a moment, but only returns to her food without a word. I'm searching for a different topic to discuss when she abruptly speaks again. What's your name? Yama Ishimoto. You're not going to comment on it? You know, it's an unusual name. Not like the Rouge Lamparade. Lamparade, yeah. The Rouge Lamparade? As in from Code Deuce? You know it? Vaguely. It's a fairly popular series among young adults, but I'm surprised that someone like her would actually know about it. Well, next to Le Rouge Lamparade, there can't be many strange names. Ari only reaches into her backpack and begins to munch on a peach. For a moment, I pick up my ribs in silence, but she speaks again. What is your deus? My what? Deus. Special power. I'm not sure where she's going with this, but I guess I might as well follow her. My special power is creating sardines out of thin air. Canned or fresh? She doesn't seem fazed in the slightest. Both? So freshly canned? I guess? Make some now. Sardines? Of the many weird situations I've encountered over the course of my short life, this just might take the top. She's joking, right? Sure! I flourish my hand and tap the table. There, sardines. That's a table. What was she expecting to see? Actual spontaneous materializations of freshly canned sardines? You know I can't actually make sardines out of thin air, right? You said you could. Either she's better at trolling than I am, or she really wasn't joking. I wasn't serious. Why did you say it? I'm too baffled by her thought process to make an intelligible reply. Thankfully, Ari only returns to nibbling at her peach, as if she'd never asked the question. The awkward silence is punctuated by the signature school bell, an opportunity that I take with gratitude. Well, see you. She blinks slyly at me. My name is Ari Hiraga. Okay. That was abrupt. I didn't tell you before. She suddenly stands, picks up her tray, and strides to the opposite side of the cafeteria to dump her dishes. Well, that was random. What an eccentric girl. Unless by telling me her name, she was trying to say that she trusted me. Or that she'd like to become friends. Maybe she has some kind of mental disability that inhibits her social functions. She's offbeat, but interesting. I can see why she became the scapegoat. It's likely that the other students are scared by her unorthodox behavior. Just because she's different, she's become the bad guy. Anyway, that's the perfect place to end it. So I'm going to leave this part here. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.